Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Fielded right around the 8. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They'll be led out by Gardner Minshew, 6th-round selection in 2019 out of Washington State.
When I was watching film this week, I had to write a note to myself. 3 touchdown passes in an NFL game deserves respect, not ho-hum just because they throw it around all the time, and he got his respect. NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, it's the ultimate vote of confidence from a week ago. Hey, look, he was great, not his best game ever, but obviously was very good to garner that award. All the talk this week, though, was about let's take that forward now. And his first look is incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Looking to throw it, Minshew. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. This defense for the Vikings, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 45-yard punt, and couple that with a loss on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
2nd and 14. He's going to get this one down to Cook.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. From the gun, Minshew to throw. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Minshew sets to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Complete outright to Kurz. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. They'll look to throw here on first down. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
Made the quick throw there outside the numbers, and you can feel the thought process. They just wanted to get in his hands and let him make a play. But how about the job they did defensively to keep him bottled up? Instead, they tackle him for a loss.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Back to throw again. He'll find Thielen working the middle. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on third down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
They picked up wherever they left off with the shot that they pitched last week. They used to this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. They're going to look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. We sort of suspected that the elements might wreak havoc on both of these offenses, and that's been the case. No points on either side as this drive begins with a first down. Here's Minshew. A pass underneath for Fournette. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. from the 6. And able to get this out to the 25. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Minshew. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8. The Bucs at 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun is Minshew. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen.
For a team who came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far. And that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Taken down at the 42. The numbers a week ago for Cook. 14 carries, 76 yards, and a touchdown.
They put a lot of effort into game planning and establishing this ground game last week, and reward was a nice day rushing the ball. Helped them put a balanced offense out on the field. And that carry is an indicator that this ground game wants to be established again this week.
The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. 2nd down at 6 now from the 42. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he is going to lose yardage here. The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They'll look to throw here. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. The disaster there, I mean, you saw it coming. The pressure gets knocked down, the interception.
Sometimes the best throw you make is the one you
don't make.
Exactly. Take care of the football. He'll also learn how to shrug his shoulders, take the proper slide steps to alleviate some of the pressure. But occasionally, like the one we just saw, sometimes just hold on to the football and take the hit.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That'll be taken in downfield by Godwin. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 32 on the play.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Back to throw here. He completes it to Evans. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. To throw again on 2nd down. Minshew. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Again, Minshew looking to throw. Throw it's complete. And the Bucs are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. Third and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Fournette is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Fournette again. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just one play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends are on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. But this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And we are tied at 7. That time a 6-play drive. And the man who finished it off with a run into the end zone, Leonard Fournette. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From the 10. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin first and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Looking to throw it, Minshew. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Throwing again on second down. Minshew, he finds his target. It's Evans. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Fournette, a first down carry. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. On the draw, this is Fournette. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. Toward the pylon, caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. Hammering for the goal. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's second and goal. They'll set up to throw. And it's caught. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Mike Evans, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bucs have moved out in front.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Fielded right around the 8. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building.
Now Cook hit and he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. 2nd and 5. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Vikings in the hurry up. They're hustling up to the line. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Gardner Minshew and the offense back onto the field. He got back on track after 2 early interceptions with a touchdown pass on the last drive. And now they'll start here again, 1st down. Minshew sets to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Minshew. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Minshew, 1st and 10. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. And he fires one incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. It'll be Minshew again. Over the middle to Evans. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 25-yard line. Give him 18 on the play.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. This is caught. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. From the gun, Minshew to throw. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Gardner Minshew in the final seconds of the first half. And the Buccaneers would extend their lead here just before halftime.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Well, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So this drive spans 7 plays.
And it was Gardner Minshew who finished things off himself with a touchdown run. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with a box out in front. As we talk for an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our VIKINGS Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here. As we say goodbye to 7, we take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Vikings. And they will need to get this passing game in here because they did not do much of anything in that first half. And it's why the scoreline is what it is. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they were much more successful throwing the football than their counterparts. As you can see the numbers there.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And the Vikings set to go on offense to begin the third quarter. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Cook up the gut. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Batted at the line, but he still brought it in. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 13-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Well, just say thank you, Mr. QB. That ball gets tipped in the air, and they come out with a first down.
You've said it before, sometimes better to be lucky than good.
Yeah, but what you have to do as a defender, that ball's in the air, you've got to go up and get it, and at worst, knock it to the ground.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Back to the ground, Cook. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
from the 9, 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. He's at the 50. 30. 20. 10. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. That's what they've done all game long.
Now the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This one taken just inside the 10. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
That one will set them back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
That's a second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Back to throw. Complete. Jefferson the target. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves, that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. This is taken at the 18. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Minshew. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch it, turn upfield, and pick up the 1st down.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Now Minshew. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out of the gun is Minshew. And he fires one, but incomplete. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Shaquille Barrett able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. And here's Ryan Wright now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Open man has got it. It's complete. And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Again, Minshew looking to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
The tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. Fournette once more on 2nd down. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the 1st. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and minicamps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. On 2nd and 7, Minshew. This is caught. Touchdown! Leonard Fournette. He scored to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth-quarter advantage. Well, he is putting in a great all-around game, Charles. He already ran one in for a score, and now they utilize him in the passing game.
And they put a lot of pressure on a defensive coordinator and defense, don't they? Because they're used to him as a runner. But it turns out he's just as dangerous as some of those receivers, and he showed it right there. You don't pay enough attention to him defensively, he makes you pay.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone here, so it's a touchback and bring it out to the 25. And out now come the Vikings.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr.
The tough thing is when he goes back and reviews the film, he'll see that he already escaped the pocket. He could have gotten more himself by using his legs, and that might have been the better choice there instead of challenging the zone. A miscalculation on his part, and he pays for it with the interception.
The Buccaneers offense ready to rock and roll again. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Minshew with a give to Fournette.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
47 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
That's a gain of 3.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Looking to throw it, Minshew.
He'll get this one complete to Darden. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
To throw again on 2nd down. Minshew firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Well, the Buccaneers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Up the gut, Fournette, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. You can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On first down, he'll drop to throw.
Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught.
Back to throw again.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a fourth pick of the ball game.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field.
And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Delay of game, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still second down.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. After the penalty, it's Fournette. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Charles, a lot of faces heading into the tunnel as this one is